Morning, Mark from the Lawnologist here in Leven Heath for another lawn renovation. This lawn is fairly old, very thatchy, very mossy, a little bit undulated and full of meadow grass. So really it just needs a real going over, which is what it's going to get today as a heavy renovation. But first of all, I'm going to introduce you to the team because we are slowly expanding and it's important that you kind of get used to some of the faces that are with us now. So flip the camera around and I'll introduce you to the boys and girls. So first off, you might know her, this is Bertha. She's been with me since day one. Canadian, hard worker, a bit on the weighty side, but we're working on that. Well, then we've got Barry the blower, full of hot air, but does a good job, works hard. Then we've got Brian, the powered top dresser, closely related to Bertha, both have the surname of Bannerman. He's capable of spreading top dressing quite efficiently for me. And then lastly, well no, actually no, not lastly, we've got Sally. Sally the scarifier, works hard, been with me a season now. She's got a twin sister that's in the yard at the moment. She does a good job. Nice Briggs & Stratton engine on her, works hard. And then we've got Wendy, being piloted by Simon. And you see Simon is loving life. Thank you, Simon. Right, so that's the team introductions out the way. Let's crack on and start filming the process, shall we? Stand by, stick on a time lapse, and then I'll explain to you at the end what we've done. So that's the first pass is complete. We've mowed low, taking it back to the ground. Simon's just finishing off now. We've done the first pass with the scarifier. There's more thatch in this lawn than there is in a medieval barn. Seriously, I'm actually quite shocked at what's coming out. It never ceases to amaze me. We're going to go again on the second pass now. Simon was convinced I'm not working hard enough, but it is a hot day and I'm taking it a bit easier than usual. But anyway, crack on. So what's really important to note here is that, and you probably know this, that when we're scarifying a mown, we're going at 45 degrees. And the reason we're doing that is so we don't damage the root zone too much. Certainly with a heavy scarification, if we go all over the place, we can chop up the roots and cause more damage than good. So what we're doing when we're scarifying, we're looking to feel for any undulations in the machine. We're constantly monitoring what the soil's doing, how the machine's responding to that, to make sure we're safeguarding the good grass and getting rid of the dead crap. So that's the reason why 45 degrees. So that is the fourth pass complete. We've taken so much moss and thatch out of here, it's unbelievable. I think maybe 7 dumpy bags. This top half's tidy now, ready to go for Bertha, ready for us to aerate, to create loads of little holes for the seed. Simon's continuing to scarify further down the back there because there's more moss than a pigeon's pocket down there. So we need to get rid of that as well. But overall it's going well. I'm going to stick you back onto time lapse so we can speed the process up. The next stage for us is to aerate. Catch you in a bit. Alright guys, so scarified, aerated, seeded, and now it's time for Brian's debut. It's Brian, the Canadian top dresser, with a little drag mat at the back. So we're going to load him up with top dressing, and he's going to mechanically propel himself around the garden and dragging the seed and the soil at the same time. So stick you now back on a time lapse and let's see how we get on. So that's the renovation complete. Everything's been done, top dressed, seeded, fed, just finishing off with a wetting agent, and then that is the job complete. Really happy, really tidy job. Brian, the bannerman, the power top dresser, done a cracking job for us, and that's another renovation complete. Now, because the soil's still warm, because the climate's still warm, providing the customer waters this, I'd expect to see a fairly good germination within a few days, and then within about 6 weeks, fairly good looking lawn. So I will come back in about a month and a bit, and we'll double check and then. So stand by for an update. However, that's us signing off. Adios.